This is the story of a pillar, a seemingly ordinary 10-foot-tall column of brick and concrete. It once stood in Augusta, Georgia. But this was no ordinary pillar. It was said to be cursed, blamed for accidents, misfortunes, and even deaths. And in a twist that defies logic and reason, the pillar itself seemed to resist destruction, returning again and again, despite multiple attempts to obliterate it. This is the bizarre and unsettling tale of the Cursed Pillar of Augusta. The story begins in the 1830s with the construction of a market in downtown Augusta. According to local legend, a traveling preacher, an exhorter as he was called, took to using the market as his pulpit, delivering fiery sermons to the assembled crowds. But the market was a place of commerce, not worship. The merchants and traders, more interested in selling their goods than in hearing about fire and brimstone, had the preacher removed. And that's when the curse was uttered. Enraged at being ejected, the preacher condemned the market, prophesying that it would be destroyed by a furious wind, that all would be reduced to rubble, except for one single pillar, the very pillar he'd been standing beside. And strangely enough, his prophecy came true. In 1878, a freakish tornado, as it was described, ripped through Augusta, leveling the market. And amidst the devastation, one pillar remained standing. The Cursed Pillar, as it came to be known, had survived. From that moment on, the pillar became a focal point for local law, a symbol of the preacher's wrath, a tangible reminder of the power of a curse. But the story doesn't end with the market's destruction. It's what happened to the pillar afterward that truly cements its cursed reputation. Over the years, the curse was said to extend to anyone who touched the pillar, anyone who tried to damage it, even anyone who got too close. There were stories of accidents, of sudden illnesses, of misfortunes befalling those who dared to interact with the pillar. Highway workers, merely doing their jobs, were supposedly struck down. People in pickup trucks, fueled by alcohol and a desire to test the curse, reportedly died in car crashes on their way to topple the pillar. Even the intersection where the pillar stood was said to be unusually dangerous, plagued by a higher-than-average number of accidents. But the most bizarre aspect of the Cursed Pillar's story is its repeated destruction and reappearance. The pillar was first destroyed in 1935, when it was struck by a vehicle. The driver, remarkably, survived, but the pillar was reduced to rubble. And yet, it was rebuilt. Then, in 1958, it happened again. A massive bale of cotton fell from a passing truck, smashing the pillar to pieces, and again, it was rebuilt. And finally, in 2016, a car crashed directly into the pillar, obliterating it once more. Photos of the wreckage, the pillar reduced to a pile of bricks and dust, circulated on social media. And yet, there are those in Augusta who are determined to rebuild it again. Why? Why would a city repeatedly reconstruct an object that's supposedly cursed, that's blamed for so much misfortune? Some say it's tourism. The Cursed Pillar, with its bizarre history and its chilling reputation, draws visitors, curious to see the infamous object, to test their courage, to perhaps even feel the chill of the curse for themselves. Others claim it's a matter of civic pride, a refusal to be cowed by superstition, a determination to preserve a piece of local history, however strange and unsettling. Or perhaps there's a deeper, more unsettling reason. Perhaps the people of Augusta fear what might happen if the pillar isn't rebuilt. Perhaps they believe that the curse, though directed at the market, has somehow become attached to the pillar itself, that its destruction would unleash something even worse, something even more terrifying. The Cursed Pillar of Augusta is a testament to the enduring power of belief, the way stories can shape our reality, and the way a simple object, a seemingly insignificant column of brick and concrete, can become a vessel for fear, a focal point for legend, and a chilling reminder of the things we cannot explain. And it raises a question. Is it better to confront a curse, to defy it, or to appease it, to rebuild it again and again, in the hope of keeping its darkness contained?